Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my podcast, Spray, My Part in Their Downfall. I'm Ben Baker from The Exchange and Mart, and I've been called in to grill the North's premier synth-pop duo, who are also brother and sister, and one of them does an Alf podcast. However, I'm incredibly lazy, so I've decided to get all my questions from late 80s editions of Smash Hits. So everything you hear today is from those genuine issues of Smash Hits, 3 in total, and for a little bit of fun, the Spraysters have to guess the original acts that were being interviewed at the end of each section. So, let's meet the gang.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Didn't this used to be our podcast?
I don't recall. There were a meeting.
Oh, right. We've been ousted from our own podcast. That sounds very Spray-like.
No, you've just been levelled down.
It's probably for the best.
I am Ricardo Autobahn from Spray. You'll have heard me in earlier versions of this podcast.
I am Jenny McLaren. I'm also from the pop band Spray, and I have also been in earlier versions of this podcast.
Brilliant.
I haven't.
No, he hasn't.
I've been in other podcasts where he calls himself something different.
Yes.
But that's fine, because today we're all about Spray. And as I said in the intro, I've got some interviews genuinely from late 80s issues of Smash Hits. And the first one's quite a simple one, just to get us going. So we've already done full name, but if you want to fill in, does Ricardo Autobahn have a in-universe middle name?
We did invent middle names, and I'll be interested to see if Jennifer can remember what hers was.
I have a middle name. My full proper title is Jennifer Kylie McLaren.
And I was Ricardo Dexter Autobahn.
And where did that come from?
Fuck knows. I'm delighted you can remember that, though. I'm delighted because it must be like 20 years since we last discussed that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, I always, to be fair, I always use it as my middle name now anyway.
Oh, brilliant.
With my real name.
I feel both of you could use Kylie, and it would be a marvellous thing.
That's true.
Fine, we're doing it.
Gender parity.
That's what we're doing. It's happening.
So the next question is, first crush.
Ooh.
Now, do you want me to tell you what the person...
Go on.
Do you want me to tell you what the person in the interview said?
Okay.
Yes.
I used to have really filthy, obscene... Oh, they're Scottish, by the way. I used to have really filthy, obscene thoughts about the teacher when I was 5. I used to stare at her knickers as soon as she bent down.
Oh, dear me.
Ew.
Oh, dear me. This
It's
is not
Scottish-
the sort of
Scottish-
thing.
So it'll be classier than that, is what I'm saying. You'll have a better...
Yeah, I my first crush was the bullying school child, Marmalade Atkins.
Oh.
Yes. Good shout.
But
Yeah,
I was
very
also a child, so it is fine.
It is okay. I would have to say Morton Harkett.
From Horton Market.
That's
From
him.
Horton Market, yeah.
Or,
Was it the cheekbones?
oh, absolutely, the cheekbones. And the voice. And the hair. Oh,
The trousers.
everything. The trousers.
Oh. I
Also,
think it
though,
was
if we're
the
going
trousers.
younger, Shakin' Stevens.
Shaky.
Shaky,
That's
yeah.
the thing. When Shaky got famous, he was already like 47, wasn't he?
Exactly. Yeah, that was a bit weird, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, not at all. Just of the time.
Yes.
Yes.
I think there was a period in time when we were kids and you would get a Shakin' Stevens 7-inch for your birthday every year because nobody really
Yeah.
knew what you liked. So you were
Yes.
you were sort of
Yes.
forced into liking
Apart-
Shaky, really, I think, weren't you?
Apart from Shakin' Stevens. He had very good hair. He had the hair, but that was about it, really.
So it's a hair thing, really. I think that's your lure, isn't it? Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think it is, really. My
There's
thing,
nothing
yeah.
wrong with that. Nickname at school?
I was called Bod.
Oh, you were, weren't you?
Bob.
Bod.
We sort of,
Bod.
as a piss take, we gave ourselves stupid nicknames in the first year, and for some
What, like
reason,
Ricardo Autobahn?
for some reason, that's my real name, listeners. And for some reason, Bod stuck. You know what? I could meet somebody from school tomorrow in the Spa car park. No funny business, and there's a chance they would go, "Hey, it's Bod."
Yeah, they definitely would.
Fair
Anyway,
play.
yeah. Jennifer,
I don't think I ever had one. I don't think I ever had a nickname. I'm trying to think now.
It is more of a boy thing for some reason.
I think it was, but maybe people just called me things behind my back and I never found out.
Well, I called you Kylie.
Might have done.
First concert.
can you remember? I can remember. I can go on about. I'll go on about mine whilst you try and remember what yours was.
Well, I was going to say, do we count the ones we went on, like we went with our parents to like Barbara Dickson and...
Did you go to Barbara Dickson?
I think, did we go see Barbara Dickson?
Barbara
I
Dickson,
thought
as we
did.
said in Ronnie Corbett's voice traditionally.
Did you really go to Barbara Dickson?
I thought I did. I may have misremembered.
Oh, imagine misremembering and it was Elaine Page. Like, one of them is acceptable.
Oh, one of them. Yeah, either or.
My first concert was The on the 25th of September 1989 at the Manchester Apollo. I went with John Embury, not the cricketer, and we went on a coach from Preston to Manchester. And it was a right hoot, it was, a right hoot. I think Tommy Cockles was supporting.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, right, that's sort of check out for the year, I suppose, yeah. Again, a very blokey thing to remember these sort of things.
Yeah, I'm
Minute
struggling to
detail.
remember.
I do as well.
I did looked it up once on the internet, and it turned out it was my grandmother's birthday on the same day. So that's the only reason I remember the date.
Oh, that's nice.
And she was a big The fan.
She was always singing about piss stinking shopping centres.
Can you remember my first concert?
I don't know.
I can call him. Do I need to call you Rick in this then?
Yeah, it don't matter. Yeah, there's no real artifice left anymore, is there?
No.
I mean, you'd been to a concert before we went to see Sparks in '95.
Must have done. Oh, I can pretend that's my first one. That's quite cool. Sparks is quite good. I must have. Oh, well, maybe like at uni, we had all them extras and like My Life Story and that.
That was later than that, though, anyway.
Was it?
Yeah. Anyway.
I'll say Let Loose.
Fucking hell.
Sorry.
Well, they did the schools, didn't they? That's how they broke big, didn't it? They just let loose, literally let loose into schools. Suspect they don't do that anymore.
Well, the Barn Dance Boys did a schools tour, so there are people out there whose first gig will have been a Barn Dance Boys concert.
Good Lord. And if that is you,
children.
please ring in.
Yeah, Childline, ring Childline.
Here's one for you, which I suspect will get a tremendous response. Last book read.
Oh, it was one of yours, I think.
Oh, good, thank you. I thought you were going to say a Haynes manual.
Whatever the last book that you gave me for free was, and that you want to mention now because you've got loads of copies left that you want to sell.
No, I don't have any copies left. I've sold all the Kiss Your televisions. Thank you.
Kiss Your Television, that was a good one. Was that the one that had the bit about Alf in it?
Yep.
Yeah. The follow-up to Kill Your Television.
Mentioned, yes, it was. Yes.
He's very good, listeners. You should go onto Ben Baker's website and
It's
buy
not
all his
about
books.
me. It's not about me.
It's always about Ben.
Jenny,
Hi.
are you a reader?
Oh, very, very much. Oh, well, I read less now than I used to. I think it's old age has crept up on me. But I worked in a bookshop for many, many years
Nice.
in Liverpool. And I have a lot of books. I think the last book I read, because my favourite author is Christopher Brookmyre, and it was his most recent one, which I've just had to look up because I can't remember what it's called. It's called The Cracked Mirror.
Didn't you once give Christopher Brookmyre a lift somewhere?
Yes, we did. I've met him 3 times now, I think. When I was at the bookshop, we did events and things like that, and he came and did a reading and a signing, and I ran the whole thing for him and just basically fangirled all over him when he was there. And then I think the second time he came, we went out for drinks afterwards, and he remembered me, and we took him home. I think we were passing his hotel, so we dropped him off at his hotel. And then the third time, I stopped working there, and I went back, and he pretended to remember me, but I don't think he did. He's just a very nice man.
Lovely. Well, there you go. This one's very much from the era. Are you going to see Madonna?
No.
No.
Would you?
No.
No, I don't know. Not now, I don't think.
Maybe.
Maybe I don't even know if we're bothered at the time, to be honest. I always liked Madonna. You know, we've got a couple of albums here and there, and we bought loads of the singles, but
Absolutely.
I don't know. It didn't really seem to appeal as a live show. Those arena things never do, to be honest.
No.
That's fair.
Although I think I watched, they replayed Live Aid, didn't they, recently?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I did catch a little bit of her doing that. That was obviously very early days for her, wasn't it? And that was quite good fun.
She was better than I remembered, actually.
Yeah.
Are you really happy when it rains?
No.
No.
Now, that's the big clue to who the act is, you see.
Is this all these
Who was
questions we
originally
just had are
interviewed.
from the same act?
Yes.
Right from the one where you put on a terrible Scottish accent?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, a brilliant Scottish accent.
A brilliant Scottish accent.
And do we have to guess yet?
Can we guess now?
You can guess at the end. There's a few no's, a few more.
Okay.
Oh, okay, we'll
Basically,
wait, we'll wait.
I'm going to give you them all, and then you can cut out whichever ones you don't think work in the edit. I might as well do them all. I think that's fair, isn't it?
Every last second
Fair.
of this is going out.
No.
If you were on Mastermind, what would your specialist subject be?
it would be Sparks or The Prisoner.
Okay.
I don't know. Could I do Jean-Michel? I could probably do Jean-Michel Jarre as well.
Would you limit it though? Would you have an era?
Sparks, the 1995 single "When Do I Get to Sing My Way," A-side only. No remixes.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Mylene Class once went on Celebrity Mastermind and did Sex in the City. Series 2.
Did she?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So, narrow parameters are fine, I'm guessing, if you're a celeb. And you are.
Well, was briefly.
I've got absolutely no idea.
Come on, you must have some knowledge of something.
I have very little knowledge. I'm a bearer of very little brain.
Pshaw.
I think.
Sure, indeed.
I could maybe something to do with food or something, like restaurants I have visited. I do like to eat wine.
She likes to whine. She does.
I like the wine.
She likes to eat wine.
But I suppose,
Yeah.
like, if you could just choose one season of a show, I have watched House like far too many times, so I could probably do one of those seasons because there's far too many to do the whole 8 seasons of House, isn't there? But
Just the Taub seasons. That's all we want. Just the
exactly.
That's all anyone wants. That's all anyone needs.
Yeah.
Can you change a plug?
Yes.
No.
Those are the answers I was expecting.
Our elderly father, throughout my life, has taught me change a plug 1,000,000 times, and every time I've just the information has just left my head almost immediately. And the next time I have to come and change a plug or rewire a plug, I had to ask him again, and then he did tell me again, and then I'd forget the information almost immediately. I suppose I could, but I don't want to. I've got this far without doing it.
Fair. So, what would you have engraved on your gravestone?
No refunds.
Excellent. We didn't know Jonathan King that well. God love him. Except for that.
Apart from the stuff, apart from the business, but yeah.
Yeah. It's fine.
Apart from the business.
That business, the funny business.
Is that what we call it? The business.
Yeah, the troubles.
business.
The troubles. Yeah. Yeah. Where were we? What were we doing?
What you'd have on your gravestone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gravestone. Oh, God, I don't know.
People have gravestones anymore.
That's what I will say. I don't really want a gravestone. I just prefer to be just buried under a tree and
Yeah,
that's
you can.
it, done.
You can chuck me in the sea if you like. I'm not
Or
bothered.
burn me or something.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So you would have on your gravestone, just chuck me in the sea, I'm not bothered.
Exactly.
And then they deliberately not bury you in it.
I don't even know if it
It
would.
just be stone.
It wouldn't even be on a gravestone. It would be on like a post-it note or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the person who was interviewed said, the man was a bastard, but he had fun.
The man.
The man was a bastard, but he had fun.
Oh.
And that's the last one of that section. So who do you think was being interviewed?
So it's
there?
a Scottish man who's happy when it rains.
Yes.
Is it one of the Jesus and Mary chain?
It is. It's Jim Reed from Jesus and Mary Chain. Well done.
Hey!
Well done.
Well
I
done.
thought it was Shirley Manson.
Yeah,
until
I
the
was going for
man
Shirley
came up.
Manson, but that was only because of your impersonation at the start.
No, it's the 80s, though. See, I mean, it would have been,
yeah.
I suppose, Goodbye, Miss Mackenzie. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah. But they hadn't done
Did you
anyway.
specify it was the 80s?
No.
You didn't specify it was the 80s?
Well, yeah, all these are from the late 80s. As this next one is, and the
Good.
first question from it is, have you ever written love poetry?
No.
No.
Neither has this person, to be fair. What pictures do you have on your bedroom wall? And I can tell you that this pop star, male pop star of the time, says the only one I've got is of Matt Dillon because he looks so cool in it. You know, such a hero.
Matt Dillon, what does that make you think of, Jennifer?
Dolt Milton.
Dolt Milton.
Was it Dolt Milton?
Yeah, we were trying to do a Smash Hits crossword, and it was an anagram of Matt Dillon's name, and the only thing we could think of was Dolt Milton.
Oh, yeah.
And he's always been Dolt Milton to us ever since, quite frankly.
Always.
I digress. On my bedroom wall are a bunch of old,
Yeah, come on, show us round.
old record sleeves. You can see there's an Art of Noise one there. There's Sparks, Indiscreet. There's an Erasure one behind me, and there's a bunch more up here. That's what's... Well, it's not my bedroom wall. It's a studio wall, really. I mean, it used to be a bedroom, but now it's a studio. A real studio. Home of the hits.
Wow.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
how many top 10... 3 top 40 hits have been recorded in this very room.
What's the name of it officially? Spray Studios
East.
West, East.
East. You're in Spray Studios West now, aren't you?
I'm West, yeah.
There you go.
Which- I have pictures of myself and tour posters. Can you see them from there or not?
Okay.
But this is, again, not a bedroom, unless Ricardo's staying over.
If we're talking about childhood bedrooms, I would have had posters of cars taken out of magazines and stuff.
Yes, he would. I had...
The damning. Yeah,
Yes,
you would.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, I can't do any better. I had Bros, didn't I, all over my walls. Probably childhood at like the family home. But then university rooms were always like plastered with posters, weren't they? And I remember having so there'd be 9 Inch Nails, Faith No More, with very little clothes on.
I believe I'm familiar with the photos.
Yes, yeah, you know the one. Michael Stipe, Alanis Morissette. I'm trying to think who else. Yeah, all that kind of crowd.
They like to be known as a crowd as well.
Yeah, it did.
So that's good. A controversial one next. Have you ever sneaked to look at someone else's diary?
No!
This person has. Mostly ex-girlfriends.
No, I would say I haven't.
I don't believe
But Ricardo shared his diary with us all. Was it your 1989 diary?
86. Oh, yes, I had a diary from
86,
1986, which occasionally comes out and, we look up the old dates. Next year, it'll be the 40th
Yeah.
anniversary of that diary, so I might turn it into some sort of social media extravaganza. Not very much
you should.
happens. Most of the entries are, forgot to write in my diary today, and things like that.
Yeah, that one sounds familiar. I could never keep a diary up
No,
at all.
Same.
Nothing really happened.
No. I just read Adrian Mole too many times and got ideas
Yeah.
above my station. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for a certain answer to this one, but we'll see. How often do you change your underwear?
Hourly.
This person prefers boxer shorts and
Daily. It's daily, viewers, like all normal people.
this is Daly.
It is daily.
Daily.
Yeah.
Arthur Daly.
That's him.
Yeah.
Is there anyone in the universe you hate?
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
Very hateable. Just in general, just
J.K. Rowling. Graham Linehan.
yeah, yeah,
all
yeah.
those all those people.
What's she ever done? What's she ever? Oh,
They make me angry.
all that
All that
the
business.
things. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I remember now. I remember now.
And all those types.
Yes.
Bigots.
But no, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I get on with, everybody basically. It's true, isn't it?
Really?
Yeah, I'm beloved. I'm beloved by the nation.
Yes.
You're thinking of Hacker
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
again. Have you ever wished you were the opposite sex?
No. It sounds a lot of work.
Yeah, I was going to say only for ease of, living life.
Because you've
but
done the
no.
drag bit in.
Yeah, but that's different, isn't it? That was just that.
No, not at all. I'm just saying, but that you have because the thing that this person in the interview says, have I ever felt like dressed up in women's clothing? I sometimes buy unisex jeans, if that counts.
Yeah, but that's perfect.
No, it doesn't.
It's perfectly normal behaviour, and there's nothing strange about it whatsoever.
Yeah, Jonathan King was saying that as well, though. That's the problem. That's not about that, but that was his defence as well.
It kind of was, actually. Yes, it was. Yes, he did. He wrote an album about it as well.
He did. He did. And a whole musical. Have you ever committed a crime?
I've broken the speed limit many times. Does that count?
Yeah, I was going to
Yes.
say that's the only thing I've done, yeah. I had points on my licence for a little while.
I forged a contract for Daz once.
In what way?
I can't remember. We just had,
You are dead good. Signed president of Polydor Records.
We needed an official document. We needed an official document to clear a sample or something, and he gave me a previous document for a different sample and asked me to Photoshop it so that it looked like a a proper document. I think that counts as a crime, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It does.
But
to somebody.
I'm
sure.
can I just say my main crime about breaking the speed limit, and I want to say this because it'll make me look dead cool and skill. I drove at 142 miles an hour down the motorway. Thank you very much.
I thought there was going to be some like for a reason.
No,
What car were you in?
that Porsche that I had.
Oh, yes.
And,
Okay, fair.
I happened to cross a Triumph TR7 on the motor. This is the middle of the night, listeners. You know, there's nobody on the road, completely deserted. And I happened to cross a Triumph TR7 driving along, and I shot past him at great speed and then sort of slowed down a bit. Then he shot past me. And for a while, we were just sort of, back and forth along the motorway.
Aww.
And I reached 142 miles an hour. My greatest crime. And I don't regret it.
You never passed Oxnard.
I didn't pass the driving test.
Hey.
Oxnard, listeners, is a reference to Alfsplaining, the world's #1 Alf-themed English language podcast, hosted by Ben Baker and John Matthews.
For now.
Search Alfsplaining on all your podcast suppliers. Sorry, where were we?
Was that the advert break that you have in these podcast things?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. The person who's asked this interview said they used to steal random stuff, including fishing reels, pen knives, and penny bubble gum.
So they're like 1,000 years old.
No, they were very young at the time and very lame, let's just say. Whose is the most famous person's telephone number you've got? It's Jonathan King again. We're back to Jonathan King.
Well, yeah. No, the thing is,
I was going to say,
my phone's really, really old. So the most famous numbers are Jonathan King and Glenn Campbell.
see, that's really good.
You said Glenn Miller? Because that is old.
Yeah. I'd have to just say Phil Fletcher and Daz.
I mean, would Daz be upset if he knew he was second in that lineup?
Well, he's third, actually, isn't he? Behind a dead country singer and a nonce. Daz, you're the third most famous person I know, and one of them's dead.
Aww.
Brilliantly, the person who's been interviewed said it's Steve Strange, who
okay.
have to explain is not the famous club type who used to have hits with his group Visage.
All right.
They have to explain who he is.
Is that a clue to the identity of this person?
Not really, no.
Oh.
I don't know why they'd know each other. But, no. Who do you phone at 2 a.m. if you're in a bad mood?
I don't phone anybody, ever. 2 a.m. or otherwise.
No, I
No.
do try not to. But if pushed, I would say Debbie, my good friend, who gets a mention on each of our Spray podcasts. So
she has,
it
hasn't
would
she?
be
Yeah.
her. Because she's about the
Well,
only
there you
person
go.
I do like to talk to on the phone.
Yeah. But if anyone rings at 2 a.m., it's just who's dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it would be definitely
you
that.
wouldn't,
Yeah.
you wouldn't put somebody through that, would you?
No.
No, God, no. When did you last read the Bible?
Never.
Never. I mean, we had a sort of illustrated Bible, didn't we, as kids? That I think a well-meaning relative had given to us with a sort of a few illustrated
we?
stories. Yeah, it wasn't. It was.
Oh,
it,
I can see
wasn't-
some illustrations now coming.
it wasn't
to
a
me.
Bible, but it also wasn't a sort of a booklet or anything, or a floppy back book. It was a significant tome,
Yeah.
if you will. But I honestly, I can't really remember anything about it.
No, I've never read it.
Well, the person who's interviewed, this is the biggest clue so far, says,
Okay.
they're Catholic, but doesn't really mean much to them. When we released Can You Keep a Secret, I prayed that we'd get playlisted by Radio 1. So obviously they don't believe in God because he didn't.
Oh, well, that's giving it away, hasn't it?
Has it?
Well, I don't know, has it?
Can you
Not
keep a secret?
me.
Well, it's a member of Brother Beyond.
Oh.
So I mean, well, maybe we'll have to check the clues, but I'm assuming they only really ever interviewed the lead singer or Carl Fish. He was the wacky one, wasn't he? Do we have to guess yet, or
Yeah.
we've got more?
No, there's a couple more.
Right.
Who does your washing?
I do.
I do.
Well, a lady called Doreen does it for
Right.
She folds up all his socks for him and everything.
Good
Oh
old
my
Doreen.
God.
Oh,
Poor Doreen.
What would you do if you were... Sorry, go on.
oh no.
What?
What would you do if you were in a terrible hurry and you found an injured bird in the street?
Oh.
Nothing. I'd carry on with my day. It would be no concern of mine. I would not consider it my problem.
Oh, I think I would possibly also, if I was in a terrible hurry, I would leave it and then fret about it all day.
Kick it into the road. Yeet it. No.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, this person says they'd have to do something about it, as they're always the first person to help an old lady or someone who's blind if they have to cross the road. Patronising cock.
Bloody do-gooders.
Oh, dear.
And have you ever been embarrassed in front of your mother? I can't imagine you have at all.
Mother has
Biggest fan.
Mother has embarrassed us in front of
Yeah.
other people. I'm assuming, but I can't specifically remember anything off the top of my head. No, it was a pretty.
No.
It was a not. What's the word I'm looking for? It was a pretty raucous household. Mother wasn't easily embarrassed, and neither were we. Really, were we?
No, but she probably
No.
did embarrass us a little, I would say. Talking to randoms in the street and things like that.
Yeah.
Well, apparently this person, not after saying they'd help a blind person across the street, said that they got in trouble after they took the family dog off a slide in the play park and it really hurt itself.
Oh.
Have we ever thrown a pet?
Have you ever thrown a pet from a slide
ever
in the
thrown a
play
pet?
park?
I don't like to think we have thrown a pet.
I don't remember throwing a pet.
Oh, good. I thought you'd going to come up with some story then.
No,
No, we
I-
we throw the gifts that the pets bring us. So when the cats would bring us like mice and things like that, we'd go to the end of the garden and lob them as far as we could.
Yeah.
Right, well, that's the last one. So,
Oh.
have you unlocked the code?
Which I'm going to say, were there any other clues earlier that we can remind us of?
Not massively, no.
Nathan from Brother Beyond, then.
It was Nathan from Brother Beyond.
The clues were there.
And finally, how did you invent your incredible style?
Yeah.
No, you can't see him, ladies and gentlemen. I can.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
one of them's dressed like John McClane from Die Hard, and I'm not saying which, and I never will. I'll go to my grave holding that to my chest. It is also 300 degrees when we're recording this, so excellent.
What were we saying? What were we going about?
How did you invent your incredible style?
Oh, yeah, by
Style.
accident. Yeah.
Yeah.
It evolved
I don't know
naturally over several years.
I'll give you the answer of the act that's been interviewed as well. We don't like too much designer clothes. We want to have our own personality. I like sporty clothes. We like cowboy boots because they're comfortable.
Well, if you want a serious answer to this, we have thought that we should wear, because, in the synth pop domain in which we exist, everybody dresses in black and has rather gothy photographs. We thought we should do the exact opposite of that, which is why we've got the stupid coloured jackets and garish T-shirts and whatnot.
Yeah, lots of bright neon and...
And you had the lab coats as
The
well.
lab coats. It was always an attempt to do the opposite of what everybody else was doing.
Oh, that's true.
Um,
And also to have like a sort of uniform as well, to like that, the band uniform type thing as well,
Yeah.
with the Cuban boys.
Do you actually discuss before you do a gig what you're going to wear on stage?
No, which was why that one where I was in drag was a complete surprise, and I must say delight also to everybody.
Nice. Excellent. You constantly traverse the globe.
Yeah.
It's not a question. It just
Just
that's
right.
some ellipses after that.
Fine, brilliant.
Where's the furthest you've been in pop star means? Like you were paid to be there through some
Well,
thing.
you've been to loads more places than I have with like Helen Love and that, haven't you?
I've been to loads of places.
I've only been to London.
Yeah, you went to Catford to film the Amsterdam's video.
Yeah.
I think that's about as far as you got, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh dear. And you've just come back from Milan.
Well, I went to Arizona to do the Glenn Campbell video. We were out in the deserts doing the Rhinestone Cowboy video, me and Daz. There is an interesting story here. We went to this ghost town.
Finally. 30 minutes in, we've finally got one.
We went to
Good
this-
Lord.
We went to this ghost town, Gold something. I can't remember. Can you remember? I can't remember. Near Phoenix, and it was sort of an old timey Wild West town, and all the old gunslingers were there, and me were there with Glenn, and it was all kicking them out. And a British family came up to me and Daz and said hello, and could we have a picture taken with their kids? And it turned out they lived about 10 minutes away from me. I was there 3,000 miles away on the other side of the globe, and they'd sort of travelled. Not specifically see Ricky and Daz, of course. This was just a happy accident. They'd come and they lived not 10 minutes from where I was living at the time. Incredible. I think you'll agree.
That's crazy.
It is. It's the kind of thing which makes careers, those stories. Michael Aspel is already ringing me on my personal hotline. And I've said, I'm sorry, I won't sell him those designer jeans. So, if you're interested, the act who interviewed said, we've had a number 1 in Hong Kong, number 1 in Canada, number 1 in the States, so we have no free time.
What is the accent?
Is it
It's very hard.
Is it Hair Lip from the League of Gentlemen?
I'm sorry, it's one of the Nazis from Hello Hello. So you fail. So, how famous are you in America?
Not.
Not very.
Now, I don't ask this to be a facetious thing, because genuinely, I am curious. Do you have fans in far-flung areas? I assume you do.
We do, don't we?
There's definitely one in Australia.
That is quite far away.
And
that?
there's certainly a fan base in America, not a sizable enough fan base to fund us going there to tour or anything, but people do like us over there.
Yeah.
We've never the first label Spray signed to was an American label, so we did build up a bit of a following. But the Cuban Boys never managed to get a release in America. We were signed to EMI for the UK and the rest of the world, and America was going to follow later, but it's obviously for assorted reasons. Never did.
Yeah. I mean, no one knew that 2000 was going to be the year of new metal, I suppose, in the way it obviously became. So, yes, you would have been up against it.
We would have been up against it, I think, yeah. But it would have been nice to go there in the the before times.
Yes, it would.
Well, the band they were interviewed said, in America we are the biggest. There's one problem with Americans. They don't have the same sense of style as the English. I can't see this rap stuff staying around now.
So this is about, I'm going to guess this is about 1989 this interview was occurring.
Yeah,
so I think it must therefore be Chris Rea.
It is. Oh, sorry, Christopher Berg. No. Do you go to huge pop parties and hang out with loads of stars?
No, we go around to Phil Fletcher's house and drink Blue Wicked, surrounded by a pile of Felton K-Pop.
Just how we like it. What is the biggest pop party you ever? You went to the Record of the Year thing, didn't you? Was that the biggest?
Yes. Have I told you
We
about
did,
that? Yeah,
didn't
I must have told you about that, otherwise nobody would know about it.
You told me you saw Westlife.
This was 99, Christmas 99. We were sat in the audience. Remember we were sat in the audience? They put us in the cheap seats. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Because there was like all the tables, like as you see it from the telly, you've got all the tables set out in front of the stage, and then there's literally just like a theatre at the back, and you're just on rows of seats, aren't you? We were back there.
The idea of the show was they would play the hits of the year, the viewers would phone in, and then in the second half of the show, the winner would be crowned Record of the Year, and all would be right with the world. So in the second half of the show, we managed to wangle our way down to a record company table, and one of the organisers, the runners, the developers of the show was sat next to me, and it looked very much like it was broadcast live on ITV. It was a big thing, the weekend before Christmas, millions and millions of viewers, and it looked like it was going to be a tie. So I asked this fella, so what's the plan if there was a tie? And he said to me, I have no idea.
Oh no!
And what was the winner again?
It was Westlife, Flying Without Wings.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
But we met them. We met them backstage and
didn't
our
we?
picture taken
They
for
were very
Smash
nice.
Hits. Yeah. They were nice.
I mean, good. I'm glad because, they had nothing else going for them. Do you get loads of people asking you what your name means?
Sadly not. I always thought Ricardo Autobahn would be a really funny pun, but people just say, oh, you're a Kraftwerk fan, are you? Nobody gets the gag.
Yeah, people go straight for the Autobahn, don't they? Yeah.
I mean, it was 20 years after Fantasy Island had stopped being on television, I suppose, but
Well, that doesn't mean nothing.
No, they did what you call it, Star Trek 2 as well, I suppose. So.
We've got nicher references than a 20-year-old TV star.
Yeah, no, this is very far.
I was going to say, Jenny McLaren, what does your name mean? Because McLaren obviously isn't a real surname.
No.
I don't really mean anything. What do you want me thinking it meant?
I don't know. It was just a way of separating your pop star persona from your real life persona.
Pop stardust.
Because they're so different. And also a bit of a clickier name, a bit of a funkier sort of rhythm to the words.
Yes, it was. It was basically that it sounded a bit better than my real name. But I seem to just use it as my name now on everything, like all socials. I'm Jenny McLaren on everything.
So that causes confusion because everybody assumes it's a real name.
Yeah, people at work don't really know what my name is, which is always good. Hide. But yeah, they were all choosing names, weren't you? The Cuban Boys, everybody had a name that wasn't their name, and they were all really confusing. I mean, Blue had like about 3 or 4 different names, didn't he?
He did.
And then they were all like, you should have a different name, and I couldn't. But Jenny is my real name. Shouldn't give that away, should I? But because I couldn't cope with the fact that somebody might look at me or not look at me and ask me a question and not use my name.
I would struggle with that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I struggle with him having 2 names as well, having to decide what to call him at where I am.
The only reason the Ricardo Autobahn pseudonym lasted so long, to this day, in fact, is because Daz Sampson just couldn't get used to calling me John.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
I tried to retire it in about 2004, 2005, and he just couldn't do it. He just couldn't stop calling me Rick, so it just had to stay.
It stuck.
You know. Well, apparently the act interviewed got their name because they liked the name Scritti Politti.
I know who it is. Well,
Well, keep it to the end. Keep it to the end, please.
Is it Scritti Politti?
Yeah, it's Scritti. It is
I'm
Ian
surprised.
Politti.
I have ideas who it is, but it's only because of the accent.
It's because I'm so good. I am the nation's
None of
modern,
the clues. I don't know. I don't understand any of the clues. It's just purely from the accent.
They said Mike Harding. I meant Mike Yarwood, but the modern Mike Harding. The last time you were on Top of the Pops, you caused a bit of a stir because of your trousers, didn't you?
Yeah, we did.
No, you were on Top of the Pops. You did go on Top of the Pops.
We did go on Top of the Pops. And as I keep saying, it was actually broadcast on BBC Prime or BBC Choice. I can't remember what it was. In the second week of January 2000, when we plummeted down the charts and into the dumper. But it was not shown on the main Top of the Pops broadcast on BBC One, and the clip has now been lost.
It's been lost.
Has it?
Yeah, because for a while I was asked every so often to go on the identity parade on Never Mind the Buzzcocks. And I'd go, yeah, I'll do it. £500 now in London, brilliant. That's for me. But they came back saying, we can't find your Top of the Pops clip. It's not in the archive. We've nothing really to show, so piss off.
You need Pepsi chart and stuff like that. You did that, didn't you?
Do you remember the day before we went down for Top Pops, they were announcing the chart on CD UK, and we were watching it at home, eating toast, and it said, and Ant or Deck said, at number 4, it's the Crazy Hamstance. And we kind of looked at each other and went, should we be actually on this?
Yeah.
Should we have been booked to appear?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
No, they really didn't do it. They got us on very few things.
It was very poorly put together, wasn't it, really?
Controversial, but, it's 25 years in, we can reveal the truth.
We did go on the Ozone, didn't we? Wasn't it the Ozone?
Yeah, but we thought... I remember we thought that was a joke. Our manager said, you're going on the Ozone tomorrow. And we thought, yeah, fuck off. Of course we are. Piss off, you wanker. But it turned out we were. We did go on the Ozone.
Yeah.
And they said, you've got to be quick. You don't want to keep David Bowie waiting because he was the next person they were going to go and interview. So we were deliberately slow and sluggish so that we would keep David Bowie waiting.
Good, lads. Good.
Just a little anecdote there.
That's good. Incidentally, the person said the problem was the night before I'd been out for a very long time, and when we got to the Top of the Pops, I forgot to bring my under trousers.
You see, under trousers. Any reader of Smash Hits that will have given it away completely because under trousers became synonymous with this act.
Did it
ever after this interview? Yeah.
You appear to be rather nimble around the tonsil regions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about it?
Again, it's not a question. He just says it.
Nimble around the tonsil regions. That sounds like you're suggesting something that happens.
No, the Smash Hits are suggesting something. In 1999.
Are they suggesting?
You are good at singing.
Oh, singing, right. I thought you meant something else.
I assume you were always good at singing.
He's doing like in a proper interview, isn't he? He's good, isn't he? He's good. He's good.
I like it.
I've never been able to sing a note in my life. So music was never a big passion of mine.
You sing on a few, don't you?
I sing on a few.
You did that New World in the Morning.
And it was quite good. I've developed my voice. But as a child, I couldn't really sing a note, so I didn't really think I could be musical. It was only when you got a toy keyboard for your birthday once or something that I realised I could play musical notes and write things. But you've always been a great singer.
Thanks. I was going to say Rick relies heavily on auto-tune. But he does sing a lot in karaoke, and it's always very good. He's good.
Oh yeah. That's true.
I have seen many wobbly videos of from camera phones of these sessions.
Hey, and in 3 days' time, you'll witness it live. You'll witness it live, and we will do a duet.
Yeah.
Are you going?
I am.
He's coming to Wigan on Saturday.
Oh, I'm so sad I can't make it.
I've
got a wedding to go to.
You know.
I really want to come. Back to me though.
Yeah, back to you.
And my incredible. No, I'm not. I'm okay at singing. But I did sing. I sang from a very, very early age. I think my mother would probably say I learned to talk and then I started singing. And there is a little cassette tape somewhere with me singing. Was it the Rainbow Song when I was about 3 or whatever? I don't know. Tiny person.
Not the Rainbow Theme. The red.
No,
yellow,
the
pink and
Rainbow
green.
Song.
Yeah.
Red and yellow and etc.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
So yes, and then I got a little rinky-tink little keyboard, didn't I, for 11th birthday or something? And I diligently tried to learn how to play it properly and read music and stuff, and couldn't do it. And then he just started playing tunes off the top of his head. So he ended up
off the top of my bonds, listeners.
I can imagine him
so he just
like Schroeder
nicked
from
it.
Peanuts.
Very much like that. Yes, yeah.
I'll dig out that picture. Actually, you talked about having brass on your walls as a child. There's a picture of me hunched over this tiny keyboard like Schroeder with a load of brass posters sort of behind me because I was in Jennifer's bedroom doing it.
Yes.
I'll dig that one out.
That would be nice. Yes.
It would be nice. It would be nice for the family.
Nice
be
to
nice.
see.
It would be nice. It would be nice.
Nice.
Nice that. Do you get compared to the London boys?
No, but they used to confuse us with the Venga boys when we were in the Cuban boys.
Did they?
Yeah, more than once we turned up for an interview and they said, "Oh, I thought I was expecting to be sort of wackier, like the Venga boys."
And
we get confused. We got confused with the Cuban Brothers a lot. There's a
Yes, I
band called
remember
Cuban Brothers who were
those.
like
yeah.
They didn't have a hit though.
No, they didn't have hits. They messaged me via Twitter once about 10 years ago saying a load of our stuff has got mingled on PRS. So they were concerned that we were losing out on royalties, I think. Which was nice.
That was very nice.
But I don't think we were. Yeah, but
In interviews of the Cuban boys, it was usual. The first question would be like, "Well, you're not a boy," and they'd point at me and be like, well observed. Because they were confused that we call ourselves Cuban boys and not all be boys.
It was a stupid idea.
Very strange.
Well,
Should have thought of a
you're
better
not
name.
some kind of mist either, but you're called Spray. I mean, come on.
True.
Answer that and stay fashionable.
I can't.
Yeah. Well, out of interest, the person who was the people who were, do you think they got compared to the London boys?
I can imagine they did, yeah.
Yeah.
I do not know London boys. I do not read pop magazines.
Oh.
I do not listen to UK charts because they are terrible.
Oh.
I do not like the fact in the
don't-
UK your record goes very quickly in and out of the charts and you don't sell many records. In America, we have sold 1 million records.
They pretend to know who Scrutiny Politi are.
But the follow-up is how many cassettes? Have you ever sold cassettes of anything? Because it's kind of the thing now, isn't
There
it?
was a single of Hamstance.
It's like
yeah.
There was a single of Rhinestone, and there was even a single of Barnett's Boys as well. They were still kicking around then. But I don't know. They keep trying to make us do cassettes for Spray, and I've no
it's
interest.
the
I
thing
think it's
at
a
the
waste
moment, isn't it? It's like
of plastic.
because it's just another empty sale, isn't it? It's like you sell it and then you go, that's nice, and you put it on the shelf and then listen to the download
You can
CD.
Yeah.
You can still get mini discs commercially made, and I keep meaning to do a run of those, maybe just 10 or 20, just as a bit of a piss take for the cassette
Well, we looked
boys.
at cardboard records, didn't we, at one point?
on the podcast, the Alf podcast, Alf's planning.
Yeah, they were. No, but to get them made, I mean, we looked at how much they were, and they were mad.
Yes.
We thought, this would be a fun novelty we could get
Yeah.
done. It was like, no.
No, it's like the idea of if you could get a bunch of, say, 50 flexi discs made,
Yeah.
for a cheap enough price, just like a quid or £2 a pop to give them away at gigs and things. That'd be a really fun promo gimmick. But they're still 10 or 12 quid per disc.
Yeah, they're more expensive than actual records now, which baffles me. But there you go.
Baffling.
So you haven't sold 900,000 singles on cassette anywhere. No. Well, nobody knows this because we're very quiet persons and we do not like to brag. Do you still live together in a swank pad in LA?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Could you imagine if it had gone a different way? A swank pad in LA. Would you have all of you living together like the monkeys? Would it?
Oh yeah.
How would that have gone?
Yeah, bearing in mind, we were not fun people. We just complained about the weather all the time. We didn't like fun.
We can't even spell it.
We would occasionally go to the pub, wouldn't we, when we was recording the
Yeah,
album?
are we talking
wouldn't
Cuban
really do
boys
anything.
here?
Yeah, exactly.
Because we did. I was going to say we did live together in a swank pad in Wales when we were recording the album. Yeah, but that was enough.
Well, unlike most bands, you didn't know each other really. I mean, you two did obviously, but you're like.
Oh, we did.
You know, it's not like most bands where you've been gigging with them for years on end before you get your chance to record an album, is it?
Yeah, well,
it's true.
You do make a good point.
I do, generally,
I mean, what's got on? Don't get me wrong.
No. And I was going to say we got to know each other much better at the recording the album. When you're actually recording an album, we did become very, very good friends. They are lovely
That's
people.
mad,
by the
isn't
way.
it?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's mad. It's like you became
So
friends
we
with
couldn't
people
all work
in
together.
your band as you were recording your album.
as we were doing the band. Yeah.
I'm glad it worked out.
But for some people, bands are just a working relationship.
I was going to say it's a lot like having a job, isn't it? You have your job, you go to do your job, and then you meet the people you're doing your job with, and they're very nice, and it's nice.
Yazoo, famously, Vince Clarke and Lars Samoy didn't necessarily get on very well, did they? They didn't really. They weren't pals. They worked well together.
No, I mean they did that tour, didn't they? Like about 10 years ago, where they actually went, "Oh, we quite like each other now."
Exactly.
Turns out, now they're both in the 60s. It's like, oh yeah, it's good fun. But yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe the Cuban Boys 2045. Put it in your calendars now, ladies and gentlemen.
9:15. That's ridiculous. We'll be finished by then.
Yes. That's right near the end of Coronation Street.
Right.
I can tell you that they don't live in Los Angeles. They want to play Crocs in a film. We do not want to be Crocs with guns and bang bang. That is not us. And finally.
Oh, finally. Is this actually the final one?
Do you worry about hurtling down the dumper?
Not anymore.
I was going to say we've already done that.
Yeah, many times.
But
many times.
again, I think hurtling down the dumper implies having a very lofty take on everything. And I think you always had quite a good sense of you about it.
What he means is hurtling down the dumper means you actually had to have a lofty career in the first place.
See, what he's done there is I tried to compliment you
Yes.
because it's the end of the interview and he's twisted my words like a trickster.
We never really got our heads above the dumper parapet, listeners. I've been down the dumper 3 or 4 times, quite frankly, which I think is very impressive.
Well, for the climbing out, again, it's like slow clambering.
Clawing from the wreckage.
Clawing his way out of the dumpster.
There you go. Well, this band says, if we stop selling records, I will not be poor. We have enough money to last us 20 years, I think. If only they knew. If only they knew.
I don't think we should guess who this act is, but I think we should ask the listeners of this podcast to comment or like and subscribe and maybe put their own guesses. Put their own guesses wherever they've listened to this podcast. I think they should do that because that would be a good thing for interactivity and
mark your entries, London Boys Competition, Spray Podcast.
W12 8QT.
And please remember, we can't return your London Boys.
No. We can. We just don't want to.
Yeah, that's fair enough. It's more likely, isn't it? Well, thank you for coming on the Spray Podcast, ladies and gentlemen, and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you. Because, you've brought an element of professionalism to this sorry podcast, which has been sorely lacking in the previous 4 weeks. So thank you, superstar DJ Benji B, for hosting this podcast.
But we did talk briefly in that little thing about various bits on tour, because you are going on tour.
Jennifer, tell them the dates.
We are. Oh, so at some point in October, we're going to be touring. It's the week after my birthday, so that's how we remember it.
Come on, get on the socials now. Come on, bring it up. Tell the
Shall I?
people exact details.
Hold your horses. Oh, my screen went really bright then.
Yeah, literally, the screen came on and your eyes went like dots.
Here we are. Right. So, the 3rd of October begins the tour in London, and then we are in Leicester on the 5th of October. That's one weekend. And then the following weekend, we are going to be in Manchester on the 10th, Sheffield on the 11th, and Todmorden on the 12th. And it will be fantastic. You should all come and join us.
Manchester, Sheffield, Todmorden, the world, ladies and gentlemen. Todmorden, the world.
Yeah, it's almost like your record label is based in one of those places.
Competition viewers, win tickets to the concert if you can guess where our record company is based.
Can I enter?
Yeah, you're coming, aren't you? I want you to do like the MC on stage,
probably
on one of them or two if you want to come.
Probably, yeah. No, I'm going to beatbox and everything. It's going to be awful. I'm looking forward to it immensely.
An absolute travesty.
Please, so the spray tour will be guaranteed awful. And if
Guaranteed.
How would you miss that? Why would you not want to see that?
Yeah.
Slow motion car crash happening to an electro pop backing. And you can ask them all the questions that I've asked tonight. You can ask them to them, at them, for them, and see if they just look upset and just kind of shuffle away, confused.
We will do that anyway, but don't take it personally.
So, how do you end your spray podcast?